You can make a plausible argument that the issue of immigration, coupled with questions about Biden's mental fitness, is the reason that despite deep reservations of independent voters, they gave Trump a second term. But in recent poll after poll, Americans are very clearly saying that the president has gone too far. Overall approval numbers for his handling of immigration have plummeted in just the last few months. The public initially supported deporting undocumented immigrants with criminal records, but then soured when those that committed no crimes were also scooped up and expelled without ever receiving due process. The public also finds the president was heavy-handed in using the military and National Guard on American soil for immigration enforcement. They also detested the harshness of scooping up parents as they were picking up their kids from school, or masked agents grabbing college kids off the street, or duping immigrants to appear for a court hearing regarding their status only to arrest them before they stepped foot in a courtroom. When agents started raiding farms and meatpacking plants, making mass arrests of workers, the public again asked, how's this helping America? Polling also confirmed by a wide margin that they disapproved of Trump's refusal to obey court orders in returning wrongfully deported immigrants and his bizarre insistence on sending nonviolent immigrants to brutal prisons in third world countries on continents that they'd never even stepped foot on. Every poll on the issue of immigration shows the majority of respondents believe in immigration as a source of American strength, and they clearly believe Trump's policies and harshness are against the national interest. Now, I want you to consider that as our president has quietly reinstated his arguably most despicable strategy of family separations. Now, you may remember, in the spring of 2018, migrant children were intentionally separated from their parents under Trump's zero-tolerance policy. The following investigative video by ProPublica captured the heartbreaking cries of young Spanish-speaking children at the border who were taken from their moms and dads. The outrage that follows sparked bipartisan condemnation and the shelving of the barbaric practice.
No, papá. Papá.
Cuando saquen la comida, ¿verdad?
Ay, no, papá. Ay, no, papá. Voy a llamar a mi tía para que después de comer me venga a recoger.
Cuando agarren la comida, yo voy a venir para que le...
Ay, no, papá. Tengo el número yo de memoria, 34, 34. Ay, no, papá.
¿Dónde quedó su mami? ¿Dónde se quedaron sus papás, su mamá? ¿Viene con papá usted? ¿Y usted viene con mamá? ¿Y su mamá también?
Yo vengo con papá. Voy a llamar al menos a mi tía para que me venga a recoger. Ay, no, papá. Y después para que llegue mi mami lo más pronto posible. No, primero con papá.
While public shame forced Trump to stop those family separations in his first term, a combination of incompetence and cruelty left a horrific legacy. 7 years later, as I sit here today, nearly 1,400 children have never been reunited with their parents, as the Trump administration never bothered to keep track of the separated families. Well, that policy, designed to maximize emotional distress to deter migrants, well, it's been rebooted. In a Times piece yesterday, we learned of harrowing examples of impossible choices before immigrant families. One such example, fleeing persecution in Russia and seeking asylum in America, a couple and their 8-year-old boy were given the following choice. Either you go back to Russia together now and face near certain consequences for previous dissent against Putin, or we're going to take your son and send him to an undisclosed shelter with no promise of reunification. Now imagine, if you as a parent, fleeing a nation where your safety was imperiled, and your child, who had no future there, and you come to the land of opportunity to find out that your kid was now being used as a cudgel to make you disappear before your day in court, or leave your child behind with new possibilities, but also as an orphan. Now please, don't misunderstand me. Everybody can't simply step foot on American soil and call it home. I get it. But since when did the Statue of Liberty become a symbol of a nation that says, stay out or we'll take your kids? Now, we've seen this play before, and we said that this is not who we are as a country. So why are we permitting one man's venom to define us differently than we see ourselves? I find myself saying this next phrase all too often over the past 6 months, but it does bear repeating here. We are better than this.